That's good. That's good. That's good. All right. Let's just turn this like this. Open that up like that. All right. There we go. Tighten it back up. Thank you. Come on in. Come on aboard. Come on aboard. Very good. Glad to have all of you with us. And we're just connected. Just making a few little minor adjustments tonight. Thank you so much. Dr. Angel has just performed a great miracle for me here in getting this all squared away here on Periscope and on Facebook. Let's talk a little bit tonight. I may lose the signal if you close the door too much. Thank you so much. Let's talk a little bit tonight. We were talking last night about relationships, Hit the share button, and as you do, I want to talk to you about some things that are just kind of very big in my spirit, and I'm looking to share that with you tonight. Dr. Angel,
yes.
Can I get your assistance here?
Yes, sir.
Can you see my notebook that's over here that has the picture of me and Dr. Murdoch on it?
Oh, goodness.
Okay, there we go. That's what I need. Thank you so much. Okay. Yeah, we're a high budget operation here. You know, I want to talk to you about mentorship. I want to talk to you tonight about mentorship. Thank you for hanging in here with me. I'm Dr. Paul Kreitz. I'm coming to you live from St. Augustine, Florida. St. Augustine, Florida. Tonight, I want to talk to you about mentorship because you're going to have to learn the passion. You're going to have to enjoy the passion of learning. There's something that you don't know. And the worst thing is that you don't know what you don't know. Let me just talk to you for a moment. You don't know what you don't know. And so you've got to turn on the learner on the inside of you. Mentorship is so powerful. And how do you turn the learner on the inside of you? Through mentorship. You must discover a mentor. Now, many of you are watching. You're watching me tonight, and I am that mentor in your world. And I'm honored to be there. The protege always pursues the mentor. Elisha pursued Elijah. Timothy pursued Paul. The proof is in the pursuit. The proof is in the pursuit. In the realm of mentorship, when you discover a mentor, you discover a miracle. When you discover a mentor, you discover a miracle. You don't have to know everything. In fact, you need to choose. You have to choose what you're not going to know. I know some people that know the ins and outs when they lift the hood of a car. They can tell you. I have a friend that can tell you by listening to the sound of the engine what's wrong with the car. I can't do that. I decided a long time ago that I would find friends like him and he would make my life a lot easier. He would make my life a lot easier, that friend. You've got to know what you're willing to be ignorant in. What are you willing to be ignorant in? You've got to honor the mentorship that's in your life. You've got to find a mentor. There's 3 people that you've got to have. Now write these down. Write these down. Bishop Mark, good to see you. Jerry, good to see you. Write these 3 down. You need a mentor. Number 1, you need a mentor. Number 2, you need a protege. Someone that you are mentoring. You need a mentor to mentor you, and then as you learn the information, you need someone to mentor. Now, let me just share with you how important it is. Number 1, you need a mentor. A mentor is not someone necessarily older than you or smarter than you. They may be, particularly in the area that you want to be mentored in. You need, number 2, to find a protege. Your best way to learn something. Did anyone ever tell you this? The best way to learn something is to share it with someone else. The best way to learn from a mentor is to turn right around and deposit that into a protege. Now, this is very, very big stuff. Very, very big stuff here today that we're sharing with you. And I really want you to get this. I really, really want you to get this. So the third person you need a mentor, you need a protege. Number 3, you need an encourager. Thank you, John Lancer. You need an encourager. There's a man in the Bible by the name of Barnabas. His name actually means encourager. So you've got to have a mentor that's teaching you and mentoring you. You need a protege. You're teaching and teaching them. And number 3, you've got to have an encourager. Someone that'll be there for you. Someone that'll build you up. Somebody that'll pick you up. A mentor, a protege, an encourager. And you're going to have a mentorship system in your life. Now, there's 2 keys to a mentorship system. I'm going to give you the 2 keys right now to a mentorship system. If you're watching by Facebook, I'm asking you to hit the share button tonight. Do you know that last night we had over 700 views? Over 700 views on Facebook. And we had nearly 80 or 100 there on Periscope. I don't know how many on Twitter. But we are reaching a lot of people. And if you help me, I know it's going to help someone else. So hit the share button. And I'm waiting for a moment before I move on for you to hit the share button there on Facebook and on Periscope. Swipe left, swipe right to invite people on board. Invite people on board. Thank you, John. Thank you for retweeting. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Thank you, Barbara, for inviting friends on Periscope. Thank you so much. Still waiting for my Facebook friends to hit the share button. I need several of you to hit the share button for me so that you can invite some to be with us. Looking for you to hit the share button right now because I want to continue on. I want to give you the 2 keys to mentoring and mentorship. 2 keys to mentoring and mentorship. All right. Number 1, there are earning hours in your day. There are earning, E-A-R-I-N-G. There are earning hours in your day. And number 2, there are learning hours in your day. Earning hours and learning hours. Earning hours and learning hours. You are either earning income, making money, earning, or you are learning. You are sowing into yourself or you're sowing into others. While you're earning, you're sowing into others, but while you're learning, you're sowing into yourself. Sowing into yourself. You must recognize who the person is that's willing to sow into your life. Who is the person that's willing to mentor you? Who is the person that's willing to mentor you? Who is the person that's willing to spend time, invest? You must recognize who's willing to sow into your life for you to be able to recognize mentorship. You're going to have to decide where you're the strongest. Back during the President Richard Nixon administration, Richard Nixon loved ping pong. He loved ping pong. But every 4 years at the Olympics, and I didn't know this, that ping pong was an Olympic sport, the United States would always get destroyed in ping pong. China would win the gold, China would win the silver, China would win the bronze. The United States would never medal in the subject of ping pong, or in the area of ping pong. And so President Nixon, who loved ping pong, who put a ping pong table in the White House, the first president to do so, contacted the coaches for the Olympic ping pong team. And he said, I'm sending you to China. I want you to find out why China always wins in ping pong. I want you to find out how they are doing what they are doing. I want you to find out what their secret is. What's the secret to their success? So they get on a plane. They board a plane. They go to Beijing. They begin to talk with the Olympic coaches through a translator. They get out their notepads and pens looking for a detailed weaknesses and detailed how to handle the strengths and how they're going to do this. And the American coach says through the interpreter, what do you look for when you find a ping pong player? And the Chinese coach said, we find out what their strength is. And so the coach writes it down. They discover their strength. And the American coach says, then what do you do? And the Chinese coach through the interpreter says, we focus on their strength. So the coach writes down, we focus on their strength. So far, so good. This is pretty simple stuff. And so the American coach says, but what about their weakness? And the Chinese coach says, we focus on their strength. We strengthen their strength. We strengthen their strength. We strengthen their strength. What is mentoring all about? Mentoring is about focusing on your strength and strengthening your strength, making you better in a specific area than anyone else, or as good as anyone else, making you the very best. Why do you need a mentor? You need to have a discovery of what your strength is, and you need to strengthen your strength. If I were being wheeled into the emergency room tonight or tomorrow, and I was talking to the surgeon, I would not want him to say, well, I'm just doing this part-time. I work down here at Walmart on the weekends, and I work down for the rental car agency sometimes, bringing cars back from the airport. And every now and then I pull a shift here, and I work in surgery. Well, that guy's not going to touch me. That person's not going to touch me. Why? Because I want the best. And that's what people are always looking for. They're looking for the best. And you're going to become the best when you are going to be mentored by the best.